Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode we kind of did some odd jobs around the Citadel. We tracked down the banner of the 1st Regiment to inspire some Turians. This episode we learned that Ashley Williams is awake and wants to talk to us, and our old buddy Thane is here at the hospital and also wants to talk to us. So we're going to have a kind of hospital-heavy opening to the episode, at least, because here, indeed, is...
Oh, your stock of modified metagel is low, but... No, you don't understand. This isn't for... Listen, I am a surgeon at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. We have several alien patients here at this time, and we need... No, regular metagel won't work. We need the modified version for better absorption rates.
So, overhearing that gives us the quest. Alien metagel formula. A doctor on the Citadel needs a new metagel formula created specifically for aliens. Find a new formula and deliver it to her. So we often get missions just by overhearing people, and this is another one where, much like Banner of the 1st Regiment, we could find this thing out in the wild and be like, hey, we found some alien metagel formula. Wonder who needs it? Or here we found that someone is looking for it. You'll notice from the things in the top right that actually that one requires the Grissom Academy mission, and indeed that is where we find it. But obviously you could just find it throughout the course of that mission and then be like, hey, what do we do with this afterwards? But generally, before doing a mission that has those optional collectibles on them, I will try and obtain the correct quest from the Citadel. And often you get them just from wandering around. But anyway, let us talk to Thane. Let us talk. Good one.
Commander Shepard. When I heard Earth was under attack, I tried to call. I never got through.
Thane, good to see you staying in shape.
My disease kills slowly. With enough care and a healthy lifestyle, it can be delayed for a few years. Of course, my allotted time has come and gone. Now I exercise because it pleases me. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend who got hurt protecting me, Ashley.
The dark-haired human woman in intensive care. She will be starting physical therapy with my class soon.
That's her.
If she means something to you, then I will help how I can. As long as she is here, consider her under my protection.
Appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous. Keprel syndrome has put most of my other plans on hold.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities, no fears. It is a good end to a life.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
Always a bit of a bittersweet moment with Thane there, because yeah, we knew he was dying last time. That's kind of why he teamed us up with us on a suicide mission, which he, against the odds, survived. But now he is really dying, and it's really interesting to see him kind of making peace with that. The Certa supplies thing here, we can buy a Medigel capacity upgrade, which will be very kind of handy to have. We haven't had to use that a huge deal yet, but we may yet use it. And we have over here, is it? Here we go. Yep, Dr. Michelle.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How is Ashley doing?
Stable. There's no evidence of cognitive impairment from the concussion, but multiple shoulder fractures are still on the mend. Bed rest under observation is all that's needed now. I'm sure a visit would be welcomed.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
So with that, we should probably go in and see Ashley now that she's out and about. I should talk at this point briefly. You notice we're getting reputation from doing a lot of this. If you look in the bottom, well, on the left-hand side there, that's our reputation meter. And it's basically your combined Paragon choices, so good things you've done, and Renegade choices, bad things you've done, and all is multiplied by your reputation. So whenever you gain reputation, it actually gives you both of them a little bit, and so they stay in proportion whenever you gain reputation, but you gain more Paragon points for your reputation by doing nicer stuff, and vice versa for Renegade. Various events only unlock when you reach these kind of certain bars of reputation, so it's just a thing to keep an eye on. But for now, well, we're going to overhear another mission just as we get into the main hospital.
I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy. They have biotic amp interfaces I may be able to adapt for Asari use. No, it won't connect. It says the station's communication system is offline. Of course. If these interfaces make our commandos better on the field, I'll hold for as long as you need.
So that's yet another side mission that's going to take place at Grissom Academy. So this is all building up for something we're going to be doing in a couple of episodes' time. Don't worry. But for now, let's go in and see Ashley.
I'd like an answer, Lieutenant Commander. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
I still need time. You'll have my answer soon, I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard?
Udina? I got your email. Made your decision yet?
On becoming a Spectre? Not yet. It's an honor and all. But I don't know. I need to think about it some more.
It's a big decision. Smart to give it some thought. Here, I picked this up for you. Figured you had some downtime.
Thanks. That's sweet. I've been climbing the walls.
How are you doing?
Good, considering. The nurse said you checked in on me earlier. Still out cold, I guess.
We didn't have time to talk. I thought maybe if you were up for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you wanted to. You were pretty clear on Mars about where things stood.
What do you mean?
You're not a part of Cerberus anymore. Case closed. Full stop.
It's the truth.
Okay. You cut all ties. I accept that. It's just that if you're giving me orders, I need to be able to count on you.
That works both ways. It's a damn mess out there. All we've got is the people around us. We have to trust each other or this doesn't work. Deal?
Deal.
When you're back on your feet, we'll talk some more.
Shepard, wait. There's one more thing. I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
What is it?
I have family back on Earth. I haven't heard from them. It's making me crazy. But I know you're busy, Shepard. We can talk later.
I've got time to talk. We can't afford to be at each other's throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
There's a war on. People are counting on us.
I get it. But it's still hard to put it all aside.
I didn't hear from you while I was a guest of the Alliance.
I couldn't face you, even when Anderson requested my presence. It was difficult.
It's okay. We're both professionals. We have more important things to worry about.
You're right. I'm just restless laying here doing nothing.
So what's all this Lieutenant Commander business?
Seems like the old Williams curse is losing its grip. Was sure I'd top out at gunnery, Chief.
You've worked hard. You deserve it.
I thought so too. Until Eden Prime. Losing 212 was... well, you know.
It was the Reapers, Ash. You did the best you could, and survived to help us.
Just losing everyone under my command, it's tough to face. I'll never forget any of them.
Right now, we need you back on your feet.
I'll be back. And first order of business is to shove their metal tentacles right up there. I'll fight with honor and courage, ma'am.
Roger that, Elsie. Who's back on Earth?
Mom plus my 3 sisters. The youngest, Sarah, was away on her honeymoon. Married a military man, Thomas. He got called back in and she was stuck alone. She called me. It's been pretty tough.
I imagine.
I was always there to protect them growing up. Even when I was off on tour, they knew they could talk to me. I told her to come to the Citadel. We could wait for news together.
Have you heard anything about Earth?
We have reports coming all the time on what's going on. Half are wild speculation, and half are probably too optimistic to be true.
We have to believe that we can do something.
When I thought you were dead, I lost hope. I'm telling you. But when you came back, I was ready to believe anything. I mean, maybe this problem can't be solved by some grunt shooting the boogeyman in the face. But if you think it might help, I'm game.
That sounds more like the Ash I know. I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Will do, Commander.
So with that, again, yeah, you see some little reputation gain there, all very nice. Most of it's just for optional conversations and stuff like that. It's basically just a kind of crude completion measure in some ways. What we need to do now is, remember we got an email last episode from Aria to Loke, telling us, Aria to Loke, not Arya, telling us to meet her at Purgatory. So let's go ahead and do just that. So she's over in this little VIP area to the right.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Greetings, Arya. Is there something you need?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
Of course you are. Done. What else can I do for you?
Nothing. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think we're done here. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. He will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
At least you escaped to fight another day.
And that day is coming. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all 3 groups. I just need you to close the deals.
Give a criminal a gun, he'll shoot you in the back.
They already have guns, Shepard. I'll make sure they point them at the Reapers. I'm trying to help you. Why don't you think it over? Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
So as you'll have seen from the various updates on the visualizer as we did that, and they're coming in the right now, we've got 3 missions from Arya to basically secure the allegiance of the Blood Pack, the Blue Suns, and the Eclipse mercenary groups to try and help defend the Citadel and fight the Reapers, and they form quite powerful war assets. This is also the prelude to some DLC. There's the Omega DLC where you basically help Arya retake Omega. I won't be doing that as part of the main thing. I might do it after the game is kind of like bonus stuff. Because it doesn't really hinge in or connect to the main plot in much of a way, and I actually haven't completed it at this stage yet, ever. So that'll be an interesting one. But other than that, our goal for the next couple of episodes is, this episode and next episode, is to be sorting stuff out with the mercenary groups. So let's head to the Presidium Commons, which we've actually not been to yet. So here we got a couple of things to do. First off, you'll notice there's these terminals. These are shops. Sometimes I will buy stuff from them directly, like, ooh, a sniper rifle concentration mod. That's handy, I'll grab that. But also, if you visit a shop for the first time, then you can access it from the Normandy at an increased price markup. So it's always worth just checking in a shop just that way, so you can always see what's worth it. Because sometimes you can look at stuff on the Normandy and be like, ooh, there's something I want to get there. I'll go to the shop in person. And if I bring up the map, it's all on the map, like you can see where the various things are. There's like these little money systems, always symbols mean there's a shop there. If we come over here, there's another shop, but also, if we talk to this guy...
Selling now would be unwise. I'm aware of what's happening. Offload them into the Motan cluster. And then I'd advise traveling someplace safer.
The Book of Plenix was lost in our home world, and now our people have lost their way.
So, I talked to the wrong person there. It's actually this Volas who gives you the quest Book of Plenix, so I kind of missed what he was actually saying, but there we go. A Volas on the Citadel needs the Book of Plenix to inspire his people. Recover it from Irun, the Volas Holtworm, and return it to the Presidium Commons. We can't do that for quite some time, that mission. Its kind of prerequisite is well in the future now, so... But, might as well gather it while we're here, and also there is a shop here, which I will just... not get anything from, but also... Ooh, Aquarium VI that feeds your fishes for you, to avoid them dying like they constantly did in Mass Effect 2. But yes, what we actually need to do here, though, is come over to this section called the Apartments, because here... So the Blood Pack are the mostly kind of like Krogan and Vulture side of the... of mercenaries. They're kind of disposable cannon fodder types. And Narl is their leader here, so let's try and see if we can get them on board.
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Blood Pack's leader. Aria brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Narl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet!
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard. Want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use Blood Pack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice. Don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Narl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
Oh, that was a strange camera angle that it brought me back into. I really thought that was a cutscene. And we've leveled up, that's nice. And so this Terminus fleet is what we're working on here. It's Aria's kind of assets. There's quite a lot of potential updates for it, and I'll kind of go through what updating war assets kind of looks like as well when we get to the terminal there as well. So, now we need to deal with the Eclipse. So these are the ones we need to talk to Commander Bailey for at the embassies.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the Council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the Council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the seasick outpost. My assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
So this gives us now we need to head to the seasick outpost in the Presidium Commons. But while we're here, we have got some stuff to do in the Spectre room. Because remember, there's this like Spectre terminal here that lets us do various things. There's a couple of ones we can do there now. Because we could give military pardons for Normandy engineers. Engineers Gabriella Daniels and Ken Donnelly are in custody on the Citadel for working with Cerberus. The two surrendered peacefully before the Normandy was turned over to the Alliance, but have maintained that they were motivated purely to help the fight the Collectors and the Reapers and had no other connection to the terrorist organization. Spectre authorization could offer Daniels and Donnelly full pardons and reinstate them on the Normandy, which I will absolutely authorize. Excellent. With that done, yes, let's head out to the outpost on... Oh, not the shooting range. To the seasick outpost at the Presidium Commons.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Aria's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
You have to move on.
And I will, once all my enemies are dead. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
So they go. Oh, we've got a Citadel side quest here from apparently overhearing this guy talking about needing heating unit stabilizers for his family, for his eggs and clutch. So obviously we've been given the context of Sedaris' second-in-command, and we're not going to do that this episode, but we can then go down and try and talk to him and see if he could be persuaded to take over the Eclipse and whether he's a bit more amenable than Sedaris herself is. Down here, there's a couple of things to do. We have some shops, Nostastra Sporting Goods, which has nothing I particularly want. Ooh, look, a model Citadel. And a sweet collector armor. Nice. And also over here is Casa Fabrication. Also nothing hugely useful, but I will get all these at some point. It's just more to have access to them. But you'll notice Joker is down here. Edie's also down there, but we're going to talk to Joker first, I think.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news! The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
When big events shake up the galaxy, people cling to what's familiar.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It's better than riots in the streets.
I guess. I just wish there were a middle ground. You know, a little less gardening advice, a little more war prep.
It'll happen, once there's something people can do to help.
Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. Thanks to Vrolic syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
She's earned a little shore leave.
Hello, Shepard. You look like you're gathering data. That is a safe assumption. Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality really exist? That kind of thing?
I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior. I believe he has a strong affectionate attachment to me, but he has not stated it to anyone yet. Shepard, you have first-hand sexual experience. How do you know when someone is romantically invested?
They'll usually show signs they can't stop thinking about you. You know, asking you out, giving you presents, maybe playing music.
I lack material wants other than hardware and software upgrades, and my core programming does not assign values to music. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment.
That's not how to think of it. It's gotta be natural. You need chemistry.
I see. There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state.
No, I mean relax and do something you both like. Something simple. For example, you both like humor.
Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon.
Edie, the important thing is to have a good time, wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too.
Then the outcome is an unknown quantity, but you are saying I should attempt it anyway.
Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave.
I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
I gotta love that they go in for the whole cliche of teaching a robot how to love. Oh, it's brilliant. And we'll hold it there for this episode, I think. We've started to build a bit of an alliance with Arya and the various mercenary packs, and as well as just doing a few odd jobs around the Citadel. Next episode, we'll be continuing with exactly that, of continuing to chase down the Eclipse leaders, and they're getting their support, and also following up with the Blue Suns, as well as some other missions. So I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.